Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I'm sure is going to blow all of your minds. It's a very explosive video today, and that is 10 things that you can do with TNT in vanilla Minecraft. And one thing that I want to say before I begin is if you enjoy this video and want to see more of this type, then please be sure to ignite that like button and I'll crack straight on and do some more. The next thing that I want to say is that there aren't going to be any more TNT puns in this video. I'm fairly certain I have used up my allotted amount, so let's crack on and take a look at some of the builds. Now I thought I'd start off the countdown with a fairly obvious one. This is something that I'm sure all of you have done, but it never ever gets boring, and that is blowing up a large amount of land very quickly with an insanely large amount of TNT when playing in creative mode. And I can tell you right now, this guy is going to have an incredibly rough time, but let's start things off by lighting up one of the pieces of TNT, and we'll take a step back and watch the slideshow. That is the only problem with doing this sort of thing, is that the frames per second tend to suffer. But there we go, isn't that amazing? Looks absolutely brilliant, and we have destroyed the entire environment. The next thing on the list is the TNT cannon, still focused on destruction, but it's a little bit more tactical. You can see that the TNT is pushed out by the dispensers and then fired into the cliff, and it makes a sizable explosion, and it certainly would destroy any builds that are in front of it. Now, if you want any more information on the design that you see in front of you, it is called the Tiny TNT Cannon, and I did a tutorial on this a very long time ago, but it's still one of my favourites, and I would highly suggest checking it out. I think that's enough destroying things for one day. How about we take a look at something recreational? Fun! It is a TNT player cannon. All you have to do, hit this button here, you will see all of the TNT is dispensed, and you will be fired so high into the sky that you can barely even see the ground. Absolutely brilliant. The only problem is it only works in peaceful mode or creative, but have some fun with that. For anyone that's wondering, that's not the highest you can go. Just increase the amount of TNT and watch yourself go up and up. It gets to the point where it becomes a little bit impractical because occasionally it can take a couple of hours to get down. Staying on the fun side of things, we're now going to be taking a look at a TNT firework. And you may be wondering, Mumbo, there are fireworks in the game, why on earth would I want to build one of these? And it's quite simple, it's because it uses TNT and TNT makes everything better. So if we hit this button here, you will see loads of TNT gets dispensed, and if we stand back, it gets fired up into the air and explodes right up there. It's not quite as colourful, or as pretty, or as arty as a firework, but I'd still say it's pretty damn good. Some of you may recognise this contraption from a recent Hermitcraft episode. This is the auto-mining TNT quarry. All it does is dig a massive hole that goes all the way down to bedrock without you having to lift a finger. Forget about using that pickaxe of yours, doing everything the hard way, just get yourself one of these and it will go right the way down. The only problem is, it's not particularly good at getting the resources. So if you want a lot of cobblestone and you want a lot of ores, then this isn't the way to do it. But it definitely looks cool, so that's the main thing. This contraption that you see in front of you is arguably the most evil one in today's video. It is the Tomahawk missile by Cube Hamster, and it will explode on impact. All we have to do is flick this lever here, and you will see that it begins its travel towards any builds in its path. What will happen is when it hits this cliff, it will blow up, destroying everything nearby. This could be your friend's base, it could be anyone's build, and like I say, it is incredibly evil. So if you are going to be using this one, don't expect to make very many friends on the server that you're playing on. Now, although I said the previous build was evil, this one is definitely heir to the throne. It is a tamper-proof bomb. If you touch any of the blocks on this build, it will explode, blowing anything nearby to smithereens. If you just take a look here, we tried to break it down, but as you can see, the TNT has ignited, and that is going to create a fairly sizable crater in the local environment. The only problem with this one is that it isn't currently buildable in survival. You have to do it using MC-Edit, which is a bit of a shame, but there is a world download down in the description that you can check out for yourselves. Hop into MC-Edit, copy and paste it over into your friend's world, and he's going to have a right time trying to defuse that one. You know that player launcher I showed you earlier? Well, it can be used for more things than just messing about seeing how high you can go. It can be used for vertical travel. It's a bit like a rocket-powered elevator. If you just hold shift, you will see you get launched to the top and end up on a platform very nice and quickly indeed. All you need is a bit of vines and a button, and that's pretty much it. Now this next one is a little bit cheaty because it used creepers instead of TNT, but I thought I would include it because it's explosive and I absolutely love it. I featured it in a video a couple of months back, but these are the creeper powered jet boots, and what they allow you to do is fly using the explosions of creepers. We have a couple of command blocks down there. One of them is spawning exploding creepers, the other one is teleporting those creepers underneath my feet, and it works perfectly to launch us up into the sky. Now, of course, if you do want to check this one out in a little bit more detail, there is a world download down in the description that you can check out for yourselves because it's a lot of fun to play around with. Saving the best till last, my favourite thing to do with TNT is of course to trap all of my friends, blow them up, and have a little bit of mischievous fun. But sadly, there are so many good TNT player trap designs that I wasn't able to fit them all in today's video. So what I thought I would do is stick a bunch of them across the screen, as well as down in the description for anyone that wants to check them out, have a little bit of fun, destroying all of your mates' stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.